It was about 1993, and I started working for a company that was selling one-day bath systems as an installer. And the product was great. The guy was a good salesman, not such a great businessman, but I did learn the business working for him. Eventually he went out of business, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna start my own bath remodeling company. I was young, but I had the ambition and the drive, and I wanted to, do something on my own. So I did, and I started the company, and I did well. We sold the products, we installed the products, but the industry at the time was small. There wasn't a lot of choices. The product colors were limited. The manufacturers that you would go to buy the product was limited. And I thought, I like it. If I could, do this on my own, there's a better opportunity here. And so I started to do research on, thermoforming and how you would make this product. And in fact, I formed my first soap dish in my garage. We heated the sheet of acrylic in an oven. We pulled it outside into the garage, put over a little plaster mold that we had made. We used a wet vac to form it, just to try to get the concept down on how we were gonna make the products. After that, I went out, I found a company that did thermoforming, and I bought a used machine off of this guy. It was old, but he assured me it could make the parts I was looking to make, so we bought it, and I rented a 3,000 square foot warehouse, and I slowly started to make products. I ran across a retired guy that was in thermoforming his whole life, and he came over and he was helping me tweak the machine so that we could form good quality parts. Eventually hired him. He was in his late 60s when he came over and started helping me, and he stayed with me as we built the company until he was in his early 80s. But along the way, we had a lot of work to do. We were just a simple manufacturer, but we were always focused on quality and service. That was our mission. Never set out to be the biggest, we just wanted to be the best. As we were getting going, we were being approached by other companies that were doing what I did. We were remodelers, and said, hey, if you can get this going, we'll buy from you too. And so as we were, adding capacity and adding products and becoming, more legitimate in the manufacturing, there was always business. The first 3 years, we didn't have to go after any of it. It all pretty much came to us. We just stayed focused on quality and service. If we could take more customers, we did. If we were at a maximum capacity, we would say, hey, you gotta wait a little bit. When we can adjust accordingly so we can handle it, we'll call you and bring you on. And that's what we did. And we spent 6 months in a 3,000 square foot facility, and then we moved to a 13,000 square foot facility. Within 6 months, we outgrew that. And then we moved to a 25,000 square foot facility. And that was a multi-tenant building. So going forward, every time we expanded, we would break a hole in the wall and take another 15,000 square feet. Break a hole in the wall, take another 15,000 square feet. Eventually, we took the whole building, which was about 45,000 square feet. Outgrew that, and then we had to rent the original 13,000 square foot building for overflow, which was a block away, and we did that for quite a few years until we outgrew all that. And then to where we're at today, we have a 275,000 square foot manufacturing facility up in Libertyville, and everything is now under one roof. As we were building the company and we were focused on quality and service, we were really just a manufacturer. We didn't offer much in marketing support, sales support. It was very limited. We were focused on the products that we manufactured. When the economy tanked in about 2007, we thought, you know what? We know it's gonna come back. It took a setback right now. We were cash guys, we didn't have any debt, so we figured we could ride the storm out, and we said, okay, let's be ready when the economy comes back. Let's take this company to another level. And we started to do some research, and we wanted to see what other, manufacturers in home improvement, not necessarily in bath, that were so successful. What was their keys? What were they doing that was so great? And it didn't take us long to figure out that we need to be more involved with the marketing of the product, the selling of the product, and in general, just supporting these dealers all the way through. So we said, okay, let's do it. And we developed our first brand called Bath Planet. That was a consumer brand. And we set up all the marketing material, the sales support, and we focused on supporting our dealers from a whole different angle, not just the products that we manufacture. The first thing I want to say about being successful, what I've learned over the years, coming from nothing to where we're at today, is surrounding yourself with good people. That is definitely key. You gotta have good people in your network to help you run the company and drive it forward every day. When I started out and I was working out of my truck, it was just me. But along the way, I hired good people. There's no way I could run this business and do what I do without our key people. That's very important. Our mission is really a little bit different than what you would typically see. We don't sell franchises. So, if we're approached by a home improvement company or somebody that wants to get in the business, we don't charge them a franchise fee. We do give them a territory, so they're protected. And there's a volume commitment with different increments as they grow that are reasonable, but it's a partnership. We don't charge our dealers to get into the business. We set them up and we support them. We support them with marketing, sales tools, leads, and good quality products. But at the end of the day, when our dealers get up and running and they're buying a lot of product and they're successful, that's when we're successful. And the loyalty we've built with our dealers is just unbelievable. So what we look for in a prospective dealer is a home improvement company that's in business, they're up and running, they have a full infrastructure, and they're really just looking to add a product line. We can absolutely accommodate them. But we also look for dealers that, are small, they're just starting out. Maybe the odds are stacked against them, but they have ambition, they have drive, they want to become successful. We can bring them in, we can in most cases teach them how to run a business from beginning to end. It's not just the products that we manufacture. We have a full learning center and we train every single week. When we started out years ago, we'd be lucky if we had 4 or 5 guys in every other month for training. Today, we have a selling class that's going every week. We have an installation training class that's going every week. We do remote training. Whatever you need, we can take care of you as a dealer. I would have never predicted in my wildest dreams that BCI would become the company it is today. When we started out, we focused on quality, service. It was not about being the biggest, just the best. But you know what? The one thing about me is every day I try to do something to make things a little bit better. When we were a small company, it might have been changing light bulbs in the warehouse. It might have been reorganizing a shelf where we stored our accessories. Today it's a little bit different. I make bigger tweaks every day, right? I spend more time working on the company than in the company, but I wake up every day and I say, you know what? What's it gonna be today? What's one thing you're gonna do to try to make things better? And it's amazing over the years what it's done. It's been 18 years since we started this company and what it's turned into. But I really believe that that's one of the keys to being successful is just, wake up every day and try to do one thing to make your company better, more efficient, better, stronger, whatever that case may be, one thing. I can definitely not take credit for doing this all on my own. Key people are instrumental in making this company run successfully. They're dedicated, they put their heart and soul into growing this company, running this company, and everything we do. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't wake up and I'm appreciative of everything they do and their dedication. But I will say, when you're motivated, and I've learned the way I'm wired, it's a blessing and a curse. I set goals, I accomplish them, but nothing's ever good enough. I always want to try to make it better and do more. And so today, we've got a lot of things we're working on to continue to support and develop our dealers, set up new dealers. We do it every single day. We get calls every week for new dealers. And if you're interested in getting in this business, don't hesitate. Call us. We'd be happy to have you.